Good evening. Good evening. I'm Dr. Ajay Shah, bringing this another Facebook Live. This week we've been talking about healthy weight loss. I've done 8 segments on how to lose weight in a healthy way, simple way, and effective way. So please watch those 8 segments. You can either scroll on the YouTube and watch them on the Facebook, or you can go to YouTube to our channel Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah and start with segment 1 and watch all the 8 segments. If you are in the serious business of losing weight, if you need to lose 25, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, this series of how to lose weight is a must watch for you. This is the most healthy way you can lose weight, most effective way you can lose weight. We have covered on topics of caloric density, how to create environment at home, how to cook at home, how to eat at the restaurants, how to eat at different parties. So we will start with our segment number 9. Again, please watch segment 1 to 8 if you have not watched them on either YouTube or on the Facebook by scrolling them down. Again, please watch segment 1 to 8. Today is segment 9. Uh, Segment 9 starts with asking you to start watching YouTube videos on whole food, plant based, no oil recipes. There are thousands and millions of recipes on YouTube on whole food, plant based, no oil. I watched them many. My wife has watched them many. We cook at home based on those recipes. And those recipes are from all different ethnicities. There are Indian recipes, American recipes, Italian recipes, Mexican recipes, all different kind of recipes where you can cook whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. There's one YouTube channel called the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. I like that channel. She's an American white person. She's excellent. She has done many videos. She has even membership on her YouTube channel. I think it's worth looking into that channel. She has many videos on how to cook whole food, plant-based, no oil recipes and diet. So please follow that channel. There are other channels also, Forks Over Knives. They have their own YouTube channel. Chef AJ has her own videos. There's another channel called Healthytarian. Healthytarian. That channel also is very good in terms of cooking whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. As we all know, we all crave for tasty food. And if losing weight is not tasty eating, then we will lose our interest and we will go back to the way we were eating. So I want you to learn how to make healthy, whole food, plant-based, no oil recipes. That's the only way you will continue this journey and you will make this as a lifestyle. So I want you to learn, I want you to cook those healthy recipes as much as possible. That will allow you not to eat too much at restaurant, not to eat too much at the parties. Um, you can also watch my own YouTube channel, Healthy Living with Dr. Ajay Shah. There are about 15 or 20 recipes on that channel. Some of them are Indian recipes, some of them are American recipes. So you can watch those recipes also. There's a great recipes on how you can make a whole food, plant-based, no oil burger at home. And that burger is as tasty as any other vegan burger or impossible burger or even for that sake any red meat burger. So check out that recipe on how to make your own burger at home, which is whole food, plant-based, no oil. uh, we will be starting also soon a daily recipe program where we'll be showing you how to cook whole food, plant-based, no oil on a daily basis. My goal, my hope is that we will be showing you one recipe per day as we go, so you can make that recipe next day and have your go-to meal every day available. So we will be doing no oil, whole food, plant-based recipes soon from our kitchen. Other thing I want you to do is understand that not just losing weight, but healthy eating is very important, because even people who are lean, people who do not need to lose weight, they still need to eat healthy. And some of the healthy food ingredients include berries every day. Berries is one of the most important brain food. So I want you to have berries at least 3, 4, 5 times a week. I want you to have beans every day, legumes, lentils, pretty much every meal. I want you to have cruciferous vegetables every day. I want you to have some small amount of nuts and seeds every day. I want you to have onions every day, and I want you to have cooked mushrooms every day. And the way you can remember is by Dr. Furman's mnemonic. It's called G bombs, GBOMBS. G is for green vegetables, particularly cruciferous vegetables. B is for beans and legumes and lentils. O is for onions. M is for mushroom. Another B is for berries, all different type of berries, and S is for seeds and nuts. So I want you to have all those things as many days per week as possible. Uh, So another thing I want you to understand, that there are two kind of people. One kind of people actually go with 100% compliance, and for them, even one cheat meal or one cheat bite puts them on the path of downstream. And for them, 100% compliance is very important. If you are that type of person, then try to stay away from any cheat meal, any cheat bite, any cheat drink, or any cheat sip. For example, Chef AJ is that type of person, and she absolutely avoids any kind of flour, any kind of sugar, any kind of processed food, any kind of alcohol, any kind of caffeine. So if you are that type of person, have 100% compliance. There is other group of people who can actually have a taste of certain food and not get tempted to eat too much of the same food, and that's okay for them. They can eat 90% whole food, plant-based, no oil, and can get away with eating 10% uh, relatively cheat meals, relatively cheat bites. And those people do as good as people who are 100% compliant. So decide what kind of person you are. For me, I'm actually 100% compliant person. Whenever I have one cheat meal in a day, my whole day goes bad. So I try to avoid cheat meal, cheat bite as much as possible throughout the day. I'm sure I'm human, and I make my mistakes just like we all do. So try to follow what kind of person you are. Either you are a 100% compliance person, or you are a person who can have a small bite of unhealthy food and get away with it and eat 90% healthy. Both options are fair options. It depends what kind of person you fit into. Uh, Other thing I want you to also have is certain equipments in your kitchen, and we have covered this in previous segments, including a Instapot, including a air fryer, including a salad, a mixer, including a blender like a Vitamix. All those equipments are must if you are on the journey of weight loss. Other thing I want you to also have is a silicone-based sheets, which you can use it to cook in oven or cook in the air fryer when you're cooking sweet potatoes or potatoes or any vegetables. Those will allow you that those food will not stick to your air fryer or your oven, and that way you'll be able to cook them without any oil. Uh, I also want you to start to understand and appreciate that oil is absolutely prohibited when you're trying to lose weight. You cannot have any oil. So, no cooking with oil, particularly Indian food, Indian families, they cook a lot of food with oil. Oil needs to be eliminated. I almost pretty much advise that you should not keep any oil in the house. And same goes with the sugar and the salt. In my opinion, I wish I can do that. We still have some oil, some salt, and sugar in our house, but ideally, the house should not have any oil, any salt, and any sugar in the house. Those are not essential thing in our life. Those are not essential thing in our diet, and they should not be even kept in our house. At the same time, I want you to realize that every processed food, every uh, uh, package of chips or every package of bread, anything you eat has a hidden oil in there. So look at the ingredients. If there is any kind of oil, try to avoid that kind of food as much as possible. Uh, as you cut down on the oil, many of the digestion problems will start to go down. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't realize that when they eat a lot of fat, a lot of saturated fat, and a lot of oily food, their gallbladder contracts vigorously, and they get many times stomach upset. Many times get indigestion. To give you an example, just 2 nights ago, I was at an Indian restaurant and I had a very small bite of spicy Indian oily samosa, and I paid my price for 2 or 3 hours because I don't eat any more oil at our house. Even a small amount of oil triggers my indigestion, triggers my stomach upset. So once you stop eating oil, let me tell you, your indigestion, your stomach upset, your digestive issues will go down and possibly will go away. Other thing I keep also reminding you that I don't want you to go on a starvation diet. I want you to go on minimum 1200 calories per diet. 1200 calories per diet. That diet will make sure that your muscles are preserved and you are not losing muscle. We are not into a sprint of weight loss. We are into marathon of weight loss. We don't need to lose 4 or 5 pounds a week. We need to lose only about 1 to 2 pounds per week. And that's if you lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, that's a 50 to 100 pounds per year. And that's a significant amount of weight loss. So please try not to go on a starvation diet. Please try not to be too drastic and eat at least 1200 calories per day. Obviously, all those 1200 calories should be whole food, plant based, no oil diet. That means lots of raw vegetables, lots of cooked vegetables, lots of fruits, lots of cooked beans, legumes, and lentils, and lots of intact grains. Obviously, avoid animal products, and definitely, if you have any animal products, no more than 10% of your calories. Uh, I also want you to start to understand that there is a concept of advanced and glycation products, advanced and glycation products. I want you to look it up. I want you to read more about it. I want you to watch on YouTube channel. But essentially, advanced and glycation products are the one which form when there is a high temperature cooking, when the sugar and amino acids or sugar and the protein combine, they form this AEG or advanced end glycation products. And those products are responsible for aging, for skin wrinkles, for cataract, for many cancer, for Alzheimer's disease. So avoid high temperature cooking as much as possible. That means minimum barbecuing, minimum high temperature oven cooking. Try to cook at low to medium temperature, below 130, below 140 degree. Try to cook with water. Try to eat more boiled and steamed items instead of oven and air fried items. Small amount of cooked, air fried, and oven items, I understand, but try to make your most of your meals, most of your food with raw vegetables, raw fruits, obviously, and also cooked vegetables in water with steam and low temperature cooking. Other thing which I'm realizing in my own practice is that as I see many patients, obesity is going up. African Americans particularly have significant amount of obesity. Partly it's because of eating a lot of processed food. When I see African American women above age 50, and let me repeat that, African American women above age 50, obesity is almost 50 to 55%. And that's extremely alarming, extremely dangerous. So if you are watching this and if you are African American woman above age 50, please be careful. You need to prevent obesity. You need to lose weight in a healthy way and prevent many of the chronic disease. uh, another concept I want you to also understand that as we talk about going more plant-based, being vegan is not sufficient because Oreos is vegan, Pepsi and Coke is vegan. So being vegan is not sufficient. You need to be whole food, plant-based, no oil person. Whole food, plant-based, no oil person. Being vegan is not sufficient. So if you are ethical vegan, if you are becoming vegan to for the sympathy of animals, for the sympathy of the planet and for environment, but if you are not whole food, plant-based, no oil, you are not doing good for your own health. And I think that number one animal, number one living being you want to take care of it is yourself. And if you want to be very sympathetic to all human beings, be sympathetic to yourself first. And only way you can be sympathetic, only way you can be helping yourself is by going whole food, plant-based, no oil diet. Um, when you eat this whole food, plant based, no oil diet, you will start losing 1 to 3 pounds per week. You will get your healthy weight within 6 months, within 1 year, no matter where you are. Matter of fact, even with COVID 19, it's proven that people who eat healthy, people who are losing weight, they have very less chance of dying from COVID 19. So losing weight as quickly as you can in a healthy way will help you to prevent complications of COVID 19. Next thing I want you to also appreciate that I've done 8 segments. This is segment number 9. If you watch all these segments as we go, to be honest with you, you do not need a bariatric surgery. If you follow everything I'm teaching you, I'm showing you, I'm trying to convey to you, you will not need a bariatric surgery. So if any of you watching, if you are contemplating a bariatric surgery, a weight loss surgery, if you follow my plan, you will not need a bariatric surgery. Bariatric surgery actually has many complications. It's a lifelong issue. It has a lifelong commitment. It has a many surgical risks. And if you can avoid bariatric surgery, by all means, that's the best way to go. If you follow my way of healthy eating, you will not need bariatric surgery. So if you are a very morbidly obese person, and if you are thinking, or if your doctor is thinking about bariatric surgery, follow my plan, and you may avoid the bariatric surgery. Uh, Also, another thing I want you to realize that when you eat this whole food, plant-based, no oil diet, your microbiome will improve. Microbiome is a topic in itself. I have a separate video on microbiome. Many of you understand what microbiome means. Microbiome means the bacteria and different organisms living in our colon, living in our intestine, living in our body. When we have a healthy microbiome, that means we have a healthy bacteria growing in our colon, in our intestines, in our body, we have a health. So having a healthy microbiome is very important. That those bacteria thrive on eating soluble fiber. So if you eat whole food, plant-based, no oil diet, then you will have a more soluble fiber in your diet, and actually you will have a healthy microbiome. So it's very important you understand what the healthy microbiome means. Losing weight is one thing, but creating health is more important thing. And having a healthy microbiome is very important as you lose weight. And that's the reason I also recommend to have plant-based yogurt or your own fermented food, including kimchi, including sauerkraut, any kind of fermented food you can make will improve your microbiome. So also take care of your microbiome. I have a separate video on microbiome. So please watch that video on YouTube. It's available already on YouTube on healthy microbiome and how you can improve your microbiome. Next thing, many people have asked me that sometimes they have a weight loss plateau. That means they were losing weight, and after 1 or 2 months, they are not losing any weight anymore. And that's called weight loss plateau. And weight loss plateau is very frequent, very common. People will lose 10 to 15, 20 pounds, and they are no longer able to lose any more weight. And they still have a long way to go. Let me tell you some of the reasons of not losing any weight further as you go on this journey. One of the most common reasons that maybe you are not eating enough vegetables. If you continue to eat 2 to 3 pounds of raw and water cooked vegetables, you will continue to lose 1 to 3 pounds per week. If you're not eating enough fruits, if you're not eating enough cooked beans, legumes, and lentils, if you're not eating enough intact grains, those things are the reason you're not losing weight anymore. Those are the reason for weight loss plateau. If you are eating a lot of processed food, if you're eating a lot of animal products, if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, that will be also another reason for weight loss plateau. If you are not sleeping 7 to 8 hours, that could be a reason for weight loss plateau. If you are having a lot of stress in life, either at work or at home, that could be also a reason for weight loss plateau. So look at all these reasons, see which one applies to you. Also, eliminating oil completely from the diet will also overcome the weight loss plateau. If you are eating too much out at the restaurants, they will also make you not able to lose weight any further and further. So look at some of the reasons of weight loss plateau and see which reasons applies to you and see which one you can eliminate to continue losing weight to get a healthy body weight, particularly body mass index below 22. Uh, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to start a new series tonight on depression. That will be around 9 or 9:30 tonight. So please stay tuned. If you or any of your loved one, if you and if your family member or friends have suffered from depression or are suffering from depression, this series is a must series. You'll start at 9 or 9:30 tonight. I have about 10 segments on depression. You'll be hopefully learning a lot of new things, how you can prevent depression, how you can prevent the relapse of depression. Once again, if you like these sessions, if you like this live, please share on your page. Please watch it on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a great evening. I will see you in a few hours. I just had a healthy meal. I'm going to go out and exercise for 2 hours and we'll be back around 9:30 p.m. Eastern time to start the series on depression. Have a great evening. Thank you very much.